Well, we're continuing our live coverage of the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day, downtown St. Louis Enterprise Center. Dashing young man here, Bryan Mullins, the head coach of the Southern Illinois Salukis. And Bryan, you brought X and you brought Troy down here to St. Louis, or East. I don't know if it's down or over, but talk about what those two guys bring to your team.
Yeah, I'm excited for them this year. Two of our hardest workers, two of our best leaders, and they bring experience. Troy's playing a lot of big moments, even though he's only a junior. He's freshman, sophomore year. He's made a lot of big plays, winning plays for us. And then, X playing 4 years of college. And, in terms of his growth last year, it was huge for our team. He really kind of changed the dynamic of our team once we got in the Valley play. So those two guys, I think they have a lot of excitement for themselves in terms of for this upcoming season. And, for us to be successful, we need those guys playing at a high level.
You said the word winning plays. I was telling Troy that I can't tell you how many times I've watched your team and I've typed out on Twitter, Troy D'Amico just makes winning plays. Like he does those things that nobody else notices.
Yeah. A lot of stuff he does, like you said, doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he does so many things in terms of blocking out, sprinting the floor, making the extra pass, getting that offensive rebound, whatever it is. And then, we need him to continue to do that. And now, I think, his role is going to be even accelerated, and he's going to have more opportunities to make a bigger impact on the game.
I talked to X this summer. He went to that leadership conference summit, whatever it was called. Talk about him as a leader on the team.
That's something that we've worked with X on since the day he stepped on campus last year. And just in terms of the position he plays, it demands leadership. Our offense starts with him, our defense starts with him. What he does is contagious to the rest of our group. So we've talked about, A, his actions first and foremost, and then B, his communication with his teammates, and what he says in huddles with the guys. And he has a huge role, responsibility, and he's excited about that.
You're one of the veteran guys in the league now. I mean, you've been around a long time. Just talk about, how you've seen the league. And obviously, there's been change. Teams have come and gone and all that. Just talk about where you see it today.
Yeah, it's incredibly strong. Credit to Doug Elgin and Commissioner Jackson, just because of the growth that our league has had. And even though we've lost some teams, we've gained, NCAA tournament programs, and in terms of the direction of Belmont, Murray, and UIC. And, I think our league is as deep as any, non-Power 5 league there is in terms of just the grind of going through the conference schedule and the talent that we have in this league, the type of players we have in this league. It speaks for itself with Shepard getting drafted, with AJ Green getting drafted. I mean, we have NBA players in this league.
You guys were picked, whatever. I don't even have the piece of paper in front of me, 9th or 10th. With the losses that you sustained in terms of guys moving on, you're not surprised by that number because they don't know who your players are, right?
Yeah. Obviously, I had no idea. And, preseason is a preseason poll. It doesn't mean much for us. It's about, as our group, we got to continue to get better every single day. We got to be playing our best basketball into January, into February, and we're going to grow with this team. But it's been a great group to coach so far, in terms of their work ethic, their mentality, how much they're invested into this thing. So, I'm really looking forward to the season.
Do you see a growing rivalry with Murray? I mean, people talk about proximity there, and could that be kind of one of those fun rivalries as it emerges?
Yeah, I think because of the proximity, we're lucky because we have a lot of teams that are kind of close with Carbondale, in terms of Illinois State, Bradley. Now you got Belmont, Murray State, Missouri State, Evansville. So there's a lot of, I think regional. And that's why I think our fan base is so strong, because, we play a lot of schools that are geographically close to us. And that's why the Valley is so special, because of the fan bases and the communities. So, Murray State's an NCAA tournament program. We feel like we're an NCAA tournament program. We both have great tradition, great fan bases that are passionate, and that's what makes college basketball so fun.
Last thing, you just put together a cupcake schedule. Go Oklahoma State, you go SLU. Talk about your schedule.
Yeah, I've said before, it's kind of an accumulation of the last 3 years in terms of being able to get some of those teams in Carbondale finally.
So exciting.
And that's very rare nowadays, for us to be able to get those type of home games. And I'm excited about it. It's going to be challenging, but the league's going to be challenging. We got to prepare ourselves to have success in the conference, and that's what our non-conference schedule has always tried to do for us. And I think this year is not going to be any different.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks,
Good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
That's Bryan Mullins. He's one of the very best. Appreciate your time. We'll be back with more Missouri Valley Conference coverage in just a minute.